away from the fact that they all really know how to play. And when you make a mistake, whether you turn your head defensively or you're a little bit out of position, they make you pay for it. And a lot of their baskets, especially early, were a result of some mistakes we made, whether it would be positioning mistake or a communication mistake, and those are things we have to clean up. Offensively, I thought we moved the ball well. Obviously, we didn't shoot it from the three as well the second half as we did the first, but I thought for the most part we took good ones, and that has to be who we are. We have to be a team that's going to move the basketball and make that extra pass. I thought Marcus and Taz really did a good job of getting downhill, getting into the paint some, and I thought our point guard play, Davion and Tyshawn, get 10 assists and 2 turnovers between them, and that's a type of unselfish play we need out of that position.
Questions for the student athletes?
Kyrie, I guess, what did you think of, how would you grade Davion's performance maybe from the start of the game? It seems like he was setting a pretty good pace for you guys and getting you up and down.
Oh, I mean, he did exactly what he was supposed to do, especially, Mac, trusted him a lot. Him, being a second-year starter at the point guard position, I mean, he knows what everybody supposed to do. He's comfortable, and that's what we want going into this season. Mac kind of trusts him, and he's doing his job. He's gritting us in huddles on dead balls. He's communicating way better than he did last year. So, I mean, Davion, he's doing his job.
Yeah, Davion, just kind of follow up to that. Your mentality going into this game, obviously, we know what your guys' identity is. You want to push the pace. What you see out there, and why were you able to do it?
I saw the bigs did a great job running the floor. First of all, credit to them. And they made my job easy by sprinting fast, and that was the game plan that the coaches told us we wanted. They were sending everybody to the basket, so we had the advantage in transition.
Kyrie, I guess what went into the matchup with One tonight, trying to, maybe limit what he could do effectively and kind of take him out of his rhythm, I guess.
I don't know how I think I guarded him. I don't think I did my best, but I don't think he was as aggressive as we watched in film. So that kind of helped me out a little bit. Their forward was more aggressive than he was, but he was a good player. He was always moving, always back cutting, and doing his job, making it tough on me.
Both guys, after having games that don't officially count and all the preseason, how good did it feel to get out there and have one that did count tonight?
Oh man, this is what we prepare for us in summer and all preseason. We just we kind of ready. Everybody's kind of excited. Everybody's getting more healthy. So to have this one under our belt is a good transition from summer. We're not where we want to be, but we slowly but surely are going to get there, and it just take time.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun out there tonight. Everybody did good, and it was just fun, seeing everybody get their job done, seeing Marcus and Taz score the ball well, and we got some things to clean up defensively, but if we play like that with the same pace, it'd be fun every night.
Two more for the student athletes.
Davion, just how much more comfortable do you feel on the floor as compared to where you were last year?
I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like I'm trying to make big jumps from last year, communicating with the coaches more, communicating with my teammates, just doing the small things that was kind of, new to last year, new environment. And it's a really big jump from high school to college. So, at the point guard position, you got to communicate and just try to get a good feel. So I'm feeling more comfortable, talking to Coach Mack and everything. So I'm feeling good.
Kyrie, how does the evolution of your offensive game feel out there? Maybe, going in between, trying to figure out when to be aggressive and look for your own shot versus.
I'm just trying to be aggressive the whole game, really. But if someone's open, I'm going to obviously throw it. But overall, I feel comfortable out there. Been practicing a lot, working on the off season, and just really, got to lead my team with whatever I have to do. So if that's scoring more, being more defensive, then that's just what I got to do. Yeah.
The summer give you a shot of confidence, the way you kind of, shot the ball, played with the aggressive mentality.
I would say so. Yeah, I was, just in the gym a lot, working out with, assistant coaches, other people around Omaha, and just really getting my confidence up and talking to Mac about it, being in the position I am. I'm a junior, but, I've been here for a while, obviously. So he kind of talked to me about the leadership role, not only just scoring, but off the court, on the court too.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Get some sleep.
Continue with questions for Coach Greg McDermott.
It just seemed like you guys were really relentless offensively. Not, I mean, Davion, yes, but Marcus and Taz too. Is it?
You said offensively?
Yeah, Yale didn't get a break. How much was that stress? I mean, I know it's your identity, but how much was that stress?
I mean, that's always what we want to do. We feel like we can wear into the other team's bench in particular, and a lot of times it doesn't show its face the entire game, but it's one of those stretches where you go on a 10-2 run or an 8-0 run, and you just take a game that's close and you create some separation and I thought our guys did a good job. I didn't think our blockouts were as physical as they needed to be the first half. So when we got stops, oftentimes our rebounds weren't clean, so we weren't getting it outletted the way we wanted to. But I thought guys tried. I thought we threw it ahead. I thought we attacked the rim in transition instead of settling for threes, and that's what we have to do.
How comfortable did Davion look out there from
I thought he played really well. He made a couple great plays in transition early, and had a defensive error where he had basket coverage on a ball screen situation, but he knew it right away and he cleaned it up. So he got past that mistake, and 5 assists, 1 turnover. The only turnover, he just underthrew Martin a little bit on a lob that he made the right read. He just didn't get it high enough over the defender. So I was really pleased with both he and Tyshawn's decisions.
Defensive, the way you were switching a lot, and they like the slip screen. So I imagine it does really stress you from a communication standpoint. Good sort of test.
They're a hard team to guard, especially when they put Copeland and Yates out there together, both guys that can shoot it. So we just decided to switch everything and take our chances, and because of that, it was hard to play a guy like Manny tonight because of the personnel they put on the floor. So I thought for the most part our bigs did a pretty good job of staying down and keeping them in front, and then we challenged some shots at the rim when they got by us, and that was encouraging to see.
With the depth that you have, especially on the perimeter with what you can do with Mitch and Tyshawn, was there an emphasis to those guys that when you bring them into the game, they can go max effort for the spurts that they're in because they'll kind of get a breather soon and you'll
there's an emphasis to every guy on our roster to go full go. We've got enough depth. We don't need to rest on the floor. And Marcus and Taz had some long stretches, but I thought they played through it pretty well tonight. And again, Marcus gets 23 points on 13 shots. Taz gets 22 points on 12 shots. I mean, that's incredibly efficient. And, the type of numbers that we're going to need out of them if we're going to have the season we hope to have.
What can you say about Kyrie's I know it's just one game, but he's kind of shown this in practice too, his improvement. Again, he had a jump last year, and he's making another jump this year.
Well, he was pretty humble when you ask him the question about his defensive job on Oni. He goes 10 of 12 from the field and holds their best player to 3 of 12. And my guess is if you go back and look, those 3 baskets, maybe one of them was on Taz. It's a luxury that we're not going to understand what it means until he's gone someday. When you can stick him on a guy and know that that guy's going to have to work for everything he gets, and it's not going to come as easy as it usually does. You don't have to help as much because he doesn't get beat off the dribble that much. So, your defense is just so much better when he's on the floor.
What did you learn about your point guard rotation?
I said earlier, they had 10 assists, 2 turnovers between them, and I was able to get Caleb in there a little bit and get him some run, and Tyler as well. And I'm comfortable with all 4, and that's the difference from last year. Last year we had Davion when Maurice went down, and then we had Z and Tyler, who in some ways were the same guy in terms of what they brought to the table. we've got 4 guys that are really different in what they do, and I think they all have a chance to be effective and all have a chance to help us. The challenge is they all 4 have to stay ready, because you don't. There's going to be some nights where you don't play much, and other times that you do. So you just have to stay ready. And Tyshawn, I thought was a little nervous the first time he went in, and made a couple iffy decisions. But I thought when he went back in the second time in the second half, I thought he did a really good job and made some good passes. So, I'll take 10 assists, 2 turnovers out of that spot every night.
2 more for Coach.
I guess Kyrie alluded to it a little bit. Do you remember the conversation you had with him that about maybe being more assertive offensively, like looking for his shots more?
It's just been ongoing. His role really changed on our team last year when Maurice went down. So we started having those conversations then. You can't have a night where you miss 2 or 3 shots and you hang your head and you're not going to take the shots anymore. You have to get past that. And he does a great job of picking his spots. His ability to attack and finish compared to when he was a freshman. Obviously, he's shooting the 3-point shot better and making good decisions with the ball. So, we ask him to do everything. We ask him to lead. We ask him to defend, the best guy, and he needs to be one of our primary scorers. So we're asking a lot out of him, but I also think he's put in the time and prepared himself for what we're asking him to do.
Sorry to ask again about Jacob, but is it?
Don't know yet. That he has been hampered by injuries in practice, and he and I talked this week and just kind of decided, let's try to get a couple weeks down the road here and, see where we're at with the health of our front line. That's the biggest issue. If I knew those 4 guys were going to stay healthy, I think it's a huge benefit to Jacob to redshirt, and I think he agrees with that. But if somebody goes down for a few weeks, we're pretty thin at that spot. So he's going to stay ready, and because of the fact that he hasn't practiced full time here the last week or so, it made it easier just to tap the brakes and at least not play him tonight, and we'll continue to evaluate that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.